It's a minute to the top of the hour. Hello, guys, and welcome to Mental Health by Annastasia on Radio 254. How are you guys doing? And we are back at it again with Stress Awareness Month, as we started last week. As I had told you, we will be talking about stress this month because it's Stress Awareness Month. And today I have a guest from Dawn Counseling Center. As we continue with this show, he will do for us a little introduction, and please do enjoy.
Bila jaba, Yonite Alibaba. Mindio baba yao na tuwezi haribishana dai madharau.
My people bouncing, they be on their way. Toka kwa nyumba si tupatane Java. Tuna my vibes tumejaza kibaki baba.
Na nishakusoma wewe unatungora. Oya ushachoka na hata bado sijaanza ngoja kwanza nipige makali na shada. Hapa uwezi mblame nataka unafanya kazi na kada.
Dumba tumekaa mkududa, tumekaa mzungusha. DJ Mr. DJ weka rumba, weka jam inachuna, weka piano, weka piano.
Nampenda silali sikuli. Nampenda silali mi napati.
Piano
Hey, I hope you guys, by the way, enjoyed your Easter because I sort of did. How you guys doing? Welcome again to Mental Health by Annastasia on Radio 254, and I hope you guys are having a good Tuesday. I know we're back to work, but guess what? In about 2 weeks time, we'll be back on holiday again because I think it's Labor Day and then Eid al-Fitr, so get ready. It will be a nice, longish weekend for you guys. But today, I hope you guys are taking care of yourself. The weather is looking a bit iffy as usual. I think every Tuesday, the weather is looking iffy. But I hope you guys also enjoyed your Easter. Mine was okay until I got stuck on the road, Jana. And, life is just funny and we move. Have you guys ever been bored by that calorie? Like, that thing is scary. Half of the time, we think you're going to tip over. But yeah, we got stuck on the road, my mother, my grandmother and I, and it was just crazy. We got home, we were so tired. But we're safe, we're doing well, and life continues, So today, as I said, I have a guest from Dawn Counseling Center, and he will be introducing himself. Go on ahead, Brian.
Good morning, I'm Brian Muchanga, and I'm from Dawn Counseling Center, and I'm a counseling psychologist.
Mm-hmm.
Also come IT, I was an IT specialist, but I had to change my career a bit, and it's very known well, and so I can take it back to you.
Okay, so that's Brian from Dawn Counseling Center, and today we are talking again about stress and stress management. For those guys who were there last week, I had started off the topic. We had talked about how to check the signs and symptoms of being stressed. What are the little few things you can prevent, you can do to prevent yourself from getting stressed. Now today, I wanted a guest so that you can get, there's nothing like too much information, by the way. So I wanted another counselor so that we can talk about it. Actually, genuinely, it was his idea at first before coming in. So I'm hoping that today you guys get to learn a lot. If you are on my live, hello, welcome. It's mentalhealth_by Annastasia.ke. Join the IG live. It's fun. So let's get started. First things first. How did you end up at Dawn Counseling Center or with Dawn Counseling Center?
Okay, any can do. For me, we had started a company called Wondrous Connections.
Okay.
And we were looking at mental health.
Yeah.
But back then, I had not done mental health. And through this company, people were coming to me, and they wanted maybe advice, guidance.
Yeah, guided.
But in counseling, I came to know in counseling there's no advice. Only guided.
You're only guided. Yeah, there's no advice.
Your own decisions in a better way, and so with time I was able to go back to school, and I joined a counseling course, and post-COVID also, because of the situation and
it was crazy.
Mental health of the youths, I prefer to be a youth mentor. So looking at the youths, I decided I can go back and be able to learn something and be able to come back and help people.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's how Dawn Counseling
started. And then we sat down with my uncle, and we came with an idea of opening something of our own.
Yeah.
And we based on affordable prices.
Yeah.
And so we are based in Westlands.
Yeah.
And I think we are one of the best. We're one of the best prices in Westlands.
True. Let me not lie. Actually, that's very true. Yeah. Especially you're doing in-person counseling.
Yeah, we do in person. We have different
packages, services. Yeah. So you have how much is the in-person? I'm getting this information because I get clients who we are online, and I get clients a lot who want in-person, and then I don't have somebody I can refer to who has the same rates as us, because they end up being like 3 times more than our rates. So for the in-person, what are your rates?
For in-person, we charge about 3,000 for the intake. That's for the first session.
First session, yeah.
Follow-up sessions, we charge 2,500.
Okay, perfect. So you guys have had it. I will actually genuinely I'll share the information on my Instagram. But I hope you guys are also following me and Dawn Counseling Center on Instagram. So please do. I'll share that information. Okay, so yeah, I think yes, in Westland, I think you guys are the best prices. So therapy is expensive. Okay, so how is it so far? Since you started the post-COVID project with counseling, how has it been for you? How has the journey been for you?
Okay, for me, I'll say being a startup, the journey has not been easy.
No.
And you have to really, really market yourself.
Yeah.
And also rely on referrals. And I think mbele pazuri, that's what I say. Slowly by slowly, we're able to grow, and we'll be able to reach a place we want.
Yeah.
But right now, only say we are there, but we are somewhere.
Okay, yeah. It's a startup, especially starting up during COVID times, especially post-COVID. Between 2020 and 2022, it's been hard. Anybody starting a business then. And then already there's a stigma about therapy. We cannot really deny how much that really affects business for therapists, private practices, and as well as organizations themselves. But aside from that, how does Dawn Counseling Center run? How many therapists are there, or what do you do to provide services for clients or potential clients?
Okay, for us, we have 2 directors, and we have about 4 or 5 collaborators. And we have also counselors or supervisors.
Okay.
So we also actually Dawn means Dawn Counseling Center is a short form of Dawn Supervision Counseling Consultancy.
Okay, got it. Okay, nice. So on top of the providing therapy, there's consultancy, do you provide supervision services?
We also provide supervision.
Nice. Okay, that's good.
But actually, for me, I'm not yet there. But we have people who can do that.
Okay, that's actually nice. So for the therapists who also follow me, supervision, kama mnatafuta watu wa supervision. I know it's very hard because most of the times you end up being told go to your lecturers, and I'm just like, Sasa lecturer. I had already left. But yeah, if you're looking for, especially therapists, the ones doing private practices, the ones following me, if you would like those now supervision sessions, now Dawn Counseling Center has your back with that. Okay, so today we're talking about stress, and as I said last week, it's been stressful times for the past 2 years, especially because of COVID, the amount of things we had to adapt to, how work, many people lost their jobs, a lot of people, especially people in school, poor students who had to completely change their schedules and how life worked for them to adapt to the new norm. There's a lot that has been happening. So in this stress awareness month, I wanted to give everybody information on how can we, manage our stress? How can we make sure we're not being consumed by stress? Because I swear Nairobians just love stress. We love it. If you're not being stressed, then what are you doing with your life? We love it. Hey, we love being, on our toes constantly, and we do not like resting at all. So when it comes to stress, Brian, what's the common thing you've noticed that people do either when they're stressed or when or that pushes them to get stressed, especially in Kenya? Let me just say in Kenya, because Kenyans, we love our stress. It's like part of our personality.
Sure.
Yeah.
So number one, Kenyans tunapenda sherehe.
Sherehe. Haitaki hasira.
So most guys tunaendaga out.
Yeah, true.
And utapata ama unasikia mtu amekupigia na mwambie unashaona ile siku ile text ya uko happy. Ile text unajuaga like watu wanasema gaje unachukua kama umevaa viatu. So like most of us when you're stressed we tend to resort to, I don't want to say DSA, but drugs and substance.
Yes, abuse.
But it's true,
it's true.
At times we overdo, and it's not. At times it's not healthy for us.
Yeah, no, it's not. And we keep trying to cross that thin line of, is it social? Is it partaking it socially or is it abuse? We are always, seesawing over that line, just like we're like, maybe we want to do it socially, or maybe we just want to abuse it right now. And yeah, that's just one of the terrible coping mechanisms we deal with stress. So what do you think, if you're telling somebody, let's say you're talking to a client and you're trying to show them like, hey, you're not noticing that you're stressed, what are these things, these 1, 2, 3 things, especially those low-key ones? There's the usual ones like you're not sleeping well, or you have hypersomnia and stuff like that. But what are these 1, 2, 3 things that you would tell your client, hey, boo, watch out for this because it look like it's like a sign and symptom of stress?
Yeah.
What is it?
So like there are different signs, as you said. There's the anxious, the frustrations.
Frustration. Yeah.
Also, maybe there are times you feel like you're not able to make a concrete decision.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You don't know where you are. At times you're just sweating. You're unstable.
Oh yeah. Yes. Yes.
You're at home. Maybe umetulia, but you're unstable. And there are times also like you end up you find yourself you've lost weight.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Losing weight is a good.
You've lost weight and you don't notice.
Yeah.
But people around you maybe will notice and hey, you've changed. And so there are different things of stress, but there are emotional, and there's how you make your thoughts. There's how you feel in your body. Actually, there are times you feel your body is trembling.
Yeah.
And you're not sure what's happening.
You're not sure why. Yeah.
You just think maybe I'm tired about something, but it's stress. It's the stress you're undergoing. Maybe you really have burnout. You've worked out yourself so much and you don't really know.
Yeah, and you remember, guys, I talked about burnout, I think, the show before the last one. We had talked about burnout and the signs and symptoms of burnout. And one of the causes of burnout is stress. So why do you think, one thing, why do you think people end up, especially Kenya, I swear Kenyans, I think the one fight I have with my clients a lot is taking a break. Like in Kenyans' minds, taking a break is doing nothing.
Yeah.
And that's a common misconception that we have about resting. We're like, okay, if you're resting, you're doing nothing. But you forget that resting is doing something. You are doing something so that you can do the next thing. So what kind of things do you think contribute to these factors of stress? What are these things you think that are like, Kenyans do so much that contribute to their stress levels?
Okay, I'll say like in Kenya, first of all, unapata your workplace.
Workplace environment.
You're supposed to work like maybe 8 to 5. And then in the morning, first of all, if you leave, actually, come on, Mombasa Road, Thika Road, the morning, the traffic.
That traffic.
So at times, unapata like you're always on the watch, unless umetoka early, so early. And
yeah.
Also, we don't really get enough rest at times.
No, we don't.
We're so much involved. You find you're at work. There's home duties that you're required to do.
Yeah.
And by the time you're home, maybe you have kids also. You have your practice, maybe you have your other business that you're supposed to run, that you're supposed to keep time, but you're not able to balance your life.
Work-life balance is not actually, that's one thing. And actually somebody's telling me on my live, and this is actually an excuse I get a lot from clients. If I take a break, I don't get money. And I'm like, okay, but if you burn out, you don't get money either. Just remember that. Remember, if you're burnt out, you're not going to work. So if you don't work, you don't get the money. So either way, it's an either or. You're not gonna get that money. But it's true that work-life balance, the way the employment sector is put up especially in Kenya, you work your 8 to 5, but then there's somebody calling you at 5:30. At 5:30 to do something or enter a meeting and they say it's just 20 minutes, and then it becomes a 2-hour meeting, and you don't have time for yourself. And then the time for yourself part, as Brian had said in the beginning, we tend it's sherehe. It's not really time to yourself. It's going out, which you're not really giving yourself to wind down from the hectic environment of your workplace. You're just going from one hectic environment to another. There's no true rest that you're going through. So, okay, in the next part of the show, we will be talking about stress management. So what are the things, Brian and I will come back and tell you guys, what are the things you can do to manage this stress? Because I know, yes, people are going to tell me, but I can't do anything about my workplace environment. Imagine you can, and I will come and tell you what it is. Next, we have Sondeka Banai Boy.
Tabia ya kuagiza pombe na siwe unalipa, tunasondeka. Umekuja date na mabeste zako na sijawaalika, njaro za kuingia chumbani mwangu na mlango hujabisha, tunasondeka. Unang'ara ndula zangu unaziposti kwa Insta, umenivalia wigi tamu kumbe ndani ni matuta, tunasondeka. Akumbe pia haga feki tulidhani unafiga, okay. Si watu wana tabia mbaya, si mbuko na matabia mbaya, si watu wana tabia mbaya, okay. Si mbuko na matabia mbaya, tunasondeka, tunasondeka. Ikileta shida tunasondeka, tunasondeka. Tunarekebisha, tunasondeka, tunasondeka. Ikileta noma tunasondeka, tunasondeka. Tunarekebisha. Amelala mpaka saa 9 kama kwangu ni kwao, na ng'ombe 7 na mbuzi 6 sijapeleka kwao. Suliambiwa shimoni moto, mbona sasa unawika, unachomeka. Tukaambiwa ni shoti moja, we ukichocha ni 6. Ambia huyo politician next time akituona kitaeleweka. Tangu tukuseti MCA mtani uko MIA, okay. Si watu wana tabia mbaya, si mbuko na matabia mbaya, si watu wana tabia mbaya, okay. Si mbuko na matabia mbaya, tunasondeka, tunasondeka. Maisha ya vipindi tunasondeka, tunasondeka. Taka labish tunasondeka, tunasondeka. Sambaza nieke beti tunasondeka, tunasondeka. Break it down, 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 down. Wambie nimekama na boy nimekama, Mbogi ya Kenya imekama. Wambie tumekama na ubaya tumekama, Mbogi ya Kenya imekama. Wambie nimekama na boy nimekama, Mbogi ya Kenya imekama. Wambie tumekama na boy nimekama.
Wanaofanya wengi, wanaojua wachache, tunawalainisha.
Meninogesha na mapenzi matamu, meninogesha baby I don't lie. Meninogesha na mapenzi matamu, meninogesha baby I don't lie.
Mwana mkunaji limemkuta pele, michezo Selina kuchezea na nywele.
Mwenzako mapenzi amenizidia, kinyacha nitakufa ntaning'inia. Kwa yako mapenzi na kunywa bia minilewe.
Hallelujah, utasema hallelujah, hallelujah, utasema hallelujah. Mimi fundi mwenye slow motion, matendo yangu slow but kwenye motion. Mimi fundi mwenye slow motion, matendo yangu slow but kwenye motion, yeah. Mama niteke, niteke nye niteke,
una circulate mpaka mapepo zangu zina evaporate. Hapo juu baby evaporate, mwenzako chini nifanye kama ground shaker.
Bwana mkunaji limemkuta Pele, michezo Selina kuchezea na nywele.
Hallelujah, utasema hallelujah. Hallelujah, utasema hallelujah. Mtoto Swahilini, yeah, nipe mapenzi ya Kiswazi. Umeiombea nikakupatia, basi mpenzi iwe siri. Umeiombea nikakupatia, basi mpenzi iwe siri.
Mapigo tapishana, usije kunatana, tukatoana mana, yani wewe.
Hallelujah, utasema hallelujah. Hallelujah, utasema hallelujah. Wala hunaga woga navodondosha moja moja, unavopandaga chuma mboga, yani wewe.
Mapigo tapishana, usije kunatana, tukatoana mana, yani wewe. Mapigo tapishana, usije kunatana, tukatoana mana, yani wewe. Liza on the mix.
Rorasio, braga dosho, rorasio. Rorasio, kani besha de nasio. Rorasio, braga dosho, rorasio, kani besha de nasio.
Umeiva kama embe, na kukula kama sembe, na kulima kama jembe, unanimeza kama tembe. Tuko mbele kererembe, wenye wivu meza wembe. Wacha madewe ni zombi, sindo god, weni ngombe.
Niko na mali, nina mifugo mahari na ganje. Baite morume yo, kashamba kangeta mogoka majani. Dinga nimebai, luku ni fly, kasoti na tie, vacation Dubai.
Rorasio, braga dosho, rorasio, kani besha de nasio. Rorasio, braga dosho, rorasio, kani besha de nasio.
Nina swali na staki kuuliza, mbona kuna tana kuna giza? Mnazaje confused na Jesus, samani vena na tenda miujiza. Toto pafi nite daddy, JJD macho papi pia mfani. Hehehe, kanisa yake mindio, kasi se mendo popo kwanza na wapilili.
Big man, bad man, yad man, ting. Mi niko home na quarantine, na mbogi ya mushadha moranganting. Chuma ni ya doshi, mi napiga miti, nakula na vijiti, kama kalini mazishi.
Rorasio, braga dosho, rorasio.
Rora show, kani besha de na show. Rora show, bragada show, Rora show, kani besha de na show.
Yep. Who is going for a Rora show this weekend? You should play. I hope guys doing Rora shows are not putting in this song. They're not forgetting this song. Me in my Rora show, it has to play. Anyway, welcome again to Mental Health by Annastasia on Radio 254. I am here with somebody from Dawn Counseling Center, Brian. Thank you guys for tuning in. We were talking about stress and stress management, and I decided now, let's talk about stress management. What are those tiny things we can do to make sure that, we are not we're not doing the Kenyan thing when it comes to dealing with our problems. Yeah, we are not looking at the bottom of a bottle or, doing dumb things. Let me just say doing dumb things to deal with our stress. So, Brian, what do you think people should be doing to help? Because stress is inevitable. We're gonna get stressed. So how can we make sure we are managing it in a healthy way? Let me say in a healthy way. Yeah.
So in ways that we know they are healthy, you're supposed to, first of all, you're supposed to learn and recognize the signs of burnout.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because burnout can leave you in a state that you're really tired. You're not able to function in a fully way. And so when you realize you're overworking yourself, you're able to plan accordingly.
Yeah.
And the other thing is you can be able to learn your stress triggers. Whereby you actually, for me, I'd say you journal and put your, how to put your the activities you do, the activities that you feel like you're supposed to look at the time, the place, and how does this thing affect you?
Yeah.
And from there you're able to see the things, and you're able to jipanga.
Yeah.
And from there I'll also tell you guys to take control of the situation.
Yeah.
And eat healthy also, because when you're at times
guys, you don't let me even tell you the scientific part. So this is let me come in, I tell you a bit of the scientific facts. There's something in your mind called electrolytes in your brain. This is it's sort of like the water for your brain. Electrolytes help neurons to fire. It's like an aid for the firing. It's like that ignition. Now you get electrolytes from vitamin C, which is gotten from oranges, citrus fruits. Now, if you're not eating healthy, you're not getting enough electrolytes for your brain to fire those neurons, meaning your capacity to think on the spot, critical thinking skills have been dampened down because you're not eating the right amount of food. We're not telling you eat healthy because we're all about pro eating, it's just scientific fact. If you're not getting those neurons fired properly, you're not thinking properly, full stop. That's how your brain works. So yeah, eat healthily. Another thing, it takes 3 to 5 years to recover from burnout.
Yes.
So you would rather prevent yourself from getting into burnout than actually recovering from it. Because preventing yourself doesn't take much, right? Yani, are you really going to refuse to rest and suffer 3 to 5 years?
You're supposed to make sure you rest. Actually, when you after eating well, make sure you have good times. Because as Kenyans, tukipiga sherehe, some of us tunaendaga luta.
Yeah.
Some of us tunaenda luta, unapata Monday, Tuesday you're not able to function fully.
Yeah.
And you're able to get your energy back from Thursday.
Exactly.
And then Thursday pia, if you're not going person, ushaitwa forming.
Yeah, uko wapi. And somebody has just said here, read books. So if you're the type, now let me just tell you right now, mimi sio mtu wa books. I am and I know my mother is just going to be like, she's not what? Yes, but you know, I am not somebody who, actually I am. I have lied because there are times I feel like I can read books, but I'm not somebody for, the facts type of books. I'm somebody of imagination. So I'm always reading sci-fi. But if you are the type of person who can read books, please trust me on this. And I agree with you, __Gashugu. I hope I have said your name right. It's Gashugu. I said it right. Yes.
We call him Tall Man.
Tall Man. Yes. Hi. Thank you. But yeah, he is right. Read books to strengthen your mental health, because trust me, it helps. There's so much information there that can help you cope with whatever you're going through. If you're the type of person to read. And if you're not, kuna podcasts. There are people like, for me, that's where I am.
Yeah.
Podcasts constantly. I'm always listening to podcasts because I'm always on the go, going somewhere, doing something. So I don't feel like I have 5 minutes to read. And then I'm also reading like client notes and other things. So I usually take a break from reading because there's so much reading I have to do. But yeah, read books, go out, breathe normal fresh air. Enda Karura. Go and breathe air from, trees, like something that is clean.
Actually, there are a lot of activities you can do. You can drift, you can go for hikes.
Oh, hikes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm supposed to go for a hike. Oh, I love hiking. Even though I get tired very fast, I still love it.
Me too. I was doing those trails, but of late I've not been so active. But you can do hikes. You can also travel.
Travel. And so at traveling, you have to leave the county. Just move. Enjoy first Nairobi County. If the pocket allows you, then you can leave the county. But if it doesn't, but again, it's the first. I remember the first show I did. I told you guys, sacrifice Gilbis Mbili. Mizinga Mbili za Gilbis and go for that hike or go for your session. Choose one. Or you can do both, because guess what? A session online is 1,500 and then the hike again won't cost you 1,500. So, you can just sacrifice those two botis plus Uber fare plus what. And I know there's that kasmocha in the middle of the night because you're looking for munchies. Yeah. Sacrifice those and go for a hike. Take care of yourself. Going out, yes, can be therapeutic, but I'm not going to lie. There are times where socializing with your friends can be really therapeutic. But if you're going from a high stress situation to a high, what is it called? What are these? High stimulus situation, like a club where there's loud noise, loud, bright lights and everything, you're not really resting. Yeah. You're not, because your brain is still on guard, on 100% throughout. And again, as Brian said, eat healthily, please.
Exercise.
And I'm not talking about, go and be muscly in the gym and, you can, because actually that's a goal of mine. But, taking walks, and I'm not talking about like just strolling, like actual active walks, the walks that make you sweat. It right jogging? If you're jogging, I know if you're not the type of person to jog really far, it's okay, just jog. You can even jog on the spot, by the way. Yeah. Do your step counts. Activate your step counts on your phone so that you have a daily goal for your steps. And there's a chick, and I keep forgetting her name. Her name is and she's a fitness guru, Kenyan. And she puts her steps, she's very fit, but she puts her step at 6,000. And she was like, don't do 10,000 steps if you know you're never going to reach 10,000. Do 6,000 because you've reached 6,000 many times before. So this is a realistic goal. So if you're the type of person who's only reached 5,000, do 5,500 and leave it at that until you're able to consistently reach 5,500. So there's so many ways you can manage your stress, but you need to allow yourself to understand that those things that you're doing are actually things that are helpful. Yeah. Because that mindset that tells you, I don't know, I'm not doing anything. If I rest, I'm not doing anything. So what's the point?
Most of us think like maybe staying in the house is also it's resting, but at times you can stay in the house and like the way you've said, read books. Also take care of yourself in the sense that you're able to know things that are hurting you.
Yeah, true. Yes.
And you're supposed to be also mindful of things around you, and you'll be able to control your situation. And for me, the last one was accept things the way they are, because at times
we always
stress is always there.
Yeah.
And what we need to do is we either change the situation or we change how we react to the situation. Because when you change the situation, at times it doesn't really work for you. So you have to change how you think about it, because at times even your mind plays a mindful part in everything.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, and feed your mind, good things. Feed your mind good things, because again, this is the same mind that's going to help you make the decisions. And Brian had said it earlier. If you're stressed, sometimes your ability to make good decisions or even just be active in your decision making is impaired. So feed your mind good things, just feed it, plant it, water it the way it should be and take care of it. And I agree with you, Brian. Sometimes, But hiyo sherehe guys, like sio lazima inakwanga every weekend. Like right now, surely the economy is not like I've just remembered last weekend. The fuel had just gone up, and I'm seeing I live near a club, and the parking was so full. It was coming and coming towards our store. The cars were coming towards, and I'm like, wait, I thought things were expensive. Now what just happened? Like
you didn't see the meme of
which
like
one?
a guy mafuta venye imepanda there. Mafuta ilikuwa like you've been told to buy at 180.
Yeah.
You don't complain. But ukiambiwa bia ni so tatu. Bado kutu sawa. You still buy
okay.
it.
We are okay. By the way, that beer ni sawa. Nipatie mbili bado. We are not. So guys, like please, I know we like our sherehe and I don't mind, by the way. It's okay. Sometimes that hangout allows you to relieve your stress. But also there are many other ways you can manage your stress. Understand that your brain can only handle so much.
Yeah.
And constantly putting yourself in high stimulus situations does not help you. It does not help your case. Now, Brian,
yes.
Anything else you think that my listeners and yours as well that I am seeing, my listeners and yours would like to take away about stress management? What do you think they should know?
Okay, like for stress, also I'll say like connect with people that are meaningful to you. Because at times we connect with people that are not really there for you at the moment. You'll tell them your problems, but it's always about them.
Yeah.
And unapata mse akusaidii. He'll make the situation his.
Yeah.
But at times you want someone to listen to you. And I think most of us we don't really have a lot of friends that we can talk to in terms of difficult situations. So connect with meaningful friends, not just everyone. Yeah.
Okay. That is true. It's actually very true. Not very many people have people they can talk to just when they're in a stressful situation. And what about the people who now have been come to? Like now somebody has come to me to tell me, I'm stressed and stuff like that. What can I do to help that person?
So actually, what I'll say is at times as friends, we only give advice. But if it's, like... there are different stages of stress. And when you don't handle your stress with time, it can lead to, on the long term, it can be chronic stress. And through chronic stress, you can get ulcers. There's a lot of things that you're not able to, like, eat some foods. You're not able to live a healthy life that you want.
That you wanted.
You find you're pulled away from people. And so I'd advise for counseling also. And a counselor will guide you through.
Yeah, that's true.
A counselor will not advise you because at times a friend's advice won't work for you.
No, it won't.
Yeah, but a counselor will be able to guide you through, and through that you're able to explore your problems. And from there you're able to strategize together with the counselor.
Yeah, that's true.
You come up, we come up with a solution that is suited for both of you.
Your counselor is like your strategic partner. Yes, and that's another misconception that I find. Counselors, we're not supposed to advise you. Psychologists will not. We will not advise you. But what we will, and this is just because of what Brian said, what will work for me will not work for you because your circumstances are different from mine. How I deal with my problems is not the same way as you will deal. So whatever worked for me will not work for you. So counseling will help you in that. We will figure out what is your way of dealing with things, and then we'll strategize around that. Your way. It's about you, and the sessions are always about you anyway. So yeah, I agree. Seek counseling, and if you can't, talk to somebody, talk to a friend. Most of the times, us therapists, if you're in our DMs, we'll answer.
Yeah,
we will talk to you. If we have the time, I'm gonna say if we have the time because most of the times we're also dealing with with clients. But when we are free, we will talk to you. We will engage in conversation, and we will help you as best as we can. If you can't afford the therapy, so yes, I agree. Any parting words as we come to the end of the show that I'm trying to end early? What would you tell people about this stressful lifestyle that we love? Okay, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. You guys, Kenyans, we love stress, and I don't know what it is about constantly being on edge. We are constantly pressured. If we're not being pressured, life is weird. We don't like it. So, what would you tell Kenyans? Okay, now we need to seriously change our way of thinking when it comes to being stressed and being under pressure constantly. Because I know we're always told it's the reason why you have an 8 to 5 job and then you'll still work from 5 to 9. Yeah. So what would you tell people about now that certain lifestyle?
So what I'll say is I'll give an example of a stress pot. You have a pot and
yes,
let's put your brain because like stress is how your body reacts to any attention or any action that you need to do. So what I'll say is in this stress pot it's your brain reacting.
Yes.
So when you're stressed kila mtu pitia mashida.
Okay.
And how we able to differentiate these problems and how we able to deal with the problems is the difference. Because at times mimi naweza kuambia shida yangu yenye inanisumbua sana, wewe utaona si shida kubwa.
Exactly, that's another thing. Yeah.
But hizi stress spots mimi ngesema like to zisijae. Work on them before they are filled, because when they are filled you will not be able to be you will not be productive. No. And on the long run it will not be good for you, because also stress affects you mentally, physically, and emotionally.
That's true.
In the sense that you're not able, like come on home, if you're married, at times you're not able to perform sexually.
Oh yeah,
your libido is down.
Yeah, your libido is
and at times you're not able to talk with your partner.
No.
And saa zingine hata inakuwa maybe financial issues, but causes a lot. You're not able to really function fully the way you are. So I advise guys to really work on the things you said. Nah, don't leave it to be on the long run.
No,
at least try to work on yourself, at least.
Yeah.
Nitarudi tena kwa ile point ya counseling. At least when you come for counseling, you're not judged.
Yes.
It's a safe space for you to share.
Yeah.
Because we are trained to listen to all type of problems. Mr. kujudge sile ndona umse kumbe anakuaga hivi.
No, that's not it.
Ndakusikiza tu venye uko.
That is true.
So yeah, let's learn to live a healthy life, because also mentally we need to be stable. Because some of us are parents, some of us are youths. So now we are really needed there for the future to be functional.
Yeah.
So so peace.
Yes, parting words. Where? Now mine feel like, wait, I was just gonna say, thank you for thank you for coming. But yeah, that's actually, I like that, Brian. I really like that. And genuinely, as I said, guys, I will be repeating most of my guests again, because I feel like the topics we talk about cannot be covered in an hour. So of course, again, Brian will be coming back hopefully by June. The way my schedule is looking, the guess. But anyway.
May or June?
June, because May is already booked. I do my scheduling a month ahead. But yeah, so thank you so much, Brian, and thank you again for Dawn Counseling Center for availing somebody for me. I like that we had talked about it for a while and then things just happened and we couldn't meet. But thank you so much for coming on to my show, and thank you guys for tuning in. Yes.
So also I'd forgotten on my parting shot, I'm supposed to thank you so much. Mental Health by Annastasia. Make sure you follow her.
Thank you.
She has nice content on mental health. And also thank you so much for Radio 254. It's a very nice program.
It's a nice platform. I like Radio 254 for this opportunity to talk about mental health on radio. But yeah, thank you so much. I hope again we can do this again. I want to do it again and again, because there's so much information, there's so much you can talk about. I know there was something we said we're gonna talk about in the next.
We had talked about stress and relationships.
Yes, and I actually really want to talk about. I think actually it's going to be May, because when it comes to relationships, that's what I'm going to be focusing on May. So I will let you guys know, of course, when we are doing another collaboration. But thank you so much for coming on to my show. Thank you again for my listeners for tuning in to Mental Health by Annastasia on Radio 254. And thank you again for those guys who've been on my live and engaging with me. Thank you so much. If you would like to follow us, there's Dawn.Counseling Center on Instagram, and then there's me on mentalhealth_by Anastasia.ke. Please make sure you follow, engage us. There's so many therapists out there who are ready to give you affordable therapy, and Brian is one of them, and I am one of them. But thank you so much. I hope you guys found this very, there was a lot of information you got from this. And if you need any help, please do not hesitate to DM any of us. Thanks again. It's Mental Health by Annastasia on Radio 254, and I hope you guys are staying safe. Keep safe and take care. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
baby dance ukipinda mugongo, dance kama chiba katupa magongo. Hey, dance kwenye beat ya kimambo, dance mamio ni kama unacheza kegosho. Mimi niko vibaya baby, kama kali meshusha keji. Yani narita ya didi, poko tunimushi nishazima feki. Baby dance hallelujah, jo katikati